This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Today's video is brought to you by Rex MD. So something happened on Capitol Hill yesterday that really highlighted once again just what kind of a racist, I want to speak to your manager, Karen, that Marjorie Taylor Greene is. And I really debated with myself on how to play all the different clips that I want to play that are going to highlight the point. Jamaal Bowman, who I vigorously support and respect, I think he is fantastic. He is a model for how Congresspeople should behave. He is a model for how Congresspeople should hold one another accountable on matters of importance to the American people. And he was outside the Capitol yesterday in front of the cameras with Marjorie Taylor Greene. And he's talking about, you need to save your party. It's getting flushed down the toilet, whatever he was saying. You'll see it. And then she was playing along. They're yucking it up. She's laughing along. It's almost kind of a, we're playing it up for the cameras kind of a thing with her. And then she took to the House press gallery. It's the room you see where they have the cameras and they often do multi-person press conferences. And Marjorie Taylor Greene had the temerity to get up there and lie about this moment, acting as though she's threatened by the black guy. She's threatened by the congressman from New York. She uses the word threatened. She says, I feel threatened by him. He's yelling, he's shouting, he's raising his voice. Real Amy Cooper energy, which I will get to. Let me say this before I play the clip. I would have 0 people in my life if they were bothered by loud talking. I am by nature, as many people are, a little louder than the average. It's not really an act here on the YouTube. It's me with the camera turned on me. This is hypocrisy of the highest order. We'll just start there because of the fact that what she's saying, what she's claiming, what she's complaining about here is a description of herself feeling threatened, talking about mobs and aggression. All of these things that she's crying her crocodile tears about, she's guilty of. I got a slew of clips. Hang around before a brief word from today's sponsor, Rex MD. As men, we tend to put duct tape on problems instead of dealing with them. Why not confront common issues before they become bigger than they really are? If you've ever felt unable to rise to the occasion, for instance, don't despair. There is an easy, fast solution, Rex MD. Rex MD allows you to obtain generic and branded Viagra and Cialis online and deliver it right to your door. No office visits, no painful conversations with the receptionist. Make a mountain out of that molehill. Head to rexmd.com/Dollemore right now to save up to 90% off. That's as low as $2 per dose of generic Viagra instead of $90 per pill. The process is streamlined and it's discreet. Just fill out a quick medical questionnaire on the RexMD site, and a U.S. licensed physician will review and prescribe you generic Viagra if appropriate. The medication then gets shipped right to your door with free 2-day shipping. The moment it arrives, you can put it to work. Don't let ED keep you down. Join the more than 300,000 men RexMD has assisted with their health and relationships. Go to rexmd.com/Dollemore and save up to 90% off with generic Viagra for as low as $2 per dose, again, instead of $90 for Viagra. Starter packs of generic Cialis or Viagra are now available for our listeners to get started. That's rexmd.com/Dollemore for up to 90% off plus a free gift. Your partner will thank you. All right, first, the super threatening. I want you to keep in mind the interplay between these two individuals, Jamaal Bowman and Marjorie Taylor Greene, because you're going to hear in just a few minutes her complaining about being threatened. So I want you to identify where the threat is here.
Expel him. We got to save the party. The party's hanging by a thread.
We got to get rid of Biden.
The party's hanging by a thread. You got to save the party. Listen, no more QAnon. No more MAGA.
No more CNN.
No more debt ceiling nonsense. Come on now. Save the party.
No, we gotta
save America. Save the children.
Save the country.
Do something about guns.
Right, so close the border.
Invest in
close
education.
The border. Save the children.
The border is what Trump left.
Hey, where are all the kids? Where are all the migrant children?
Kids?
You guys have
We're
lost
accepting
them.
We love
no,
them.
You've lost them.
We love the
There's
migrant
tens
children.
Of thousands
we lost
missing.
them.
You can't find them.
What are you
That's
talking
your
about?
administration.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, migrant children are missing. You don't know the news.
No, we don't know the news.
Oh, you were sadly listening before. Hey, let me tell you something,
Listen,
Jamaal.
I need you to save
Not very
the party.
smart. You should pay attention. She ain't worth it, bro.
Save the party.
She ain't worth it, bro. She ain't worth it.
Where's the threat? Where's the threatening moment in any stretch? There wasn't one. This again is really vibing. I'll tell you what, we'll just play her response in the press gallery of the House. Lie after lie after lie after lie. It is disgusting. Watch this.
What concerns me about Jamaal Bowman is he has a history of aggression, not just towards others, but towards me in particular, and I'm very concerned about it. When I went to New York City to use my First Amendment right and protest the unconstitutional and unlawful arrest of President Trump, who another person abusing their power, weaponization of government, DA Alvin Bragg, Jamaal Bowman led a mob down there in front of that courthouse, and my life was in danger. I had to have so much security. There was not enough. I was swarmed. It's all on video. Everyone can see this. But I will tell you what's on video is Jamaal Bowman shouting at the top of his lungs, cursing, calling me a white supremacist, which I take great offense to. That is like calling a person of color the N-word, which should never happen. Calling me a white supremacist is equal to that, and that is wrong. Jamaal Bowman was down there cursing at me, telling me to get the F out of there, and he was leading the mob right outside the vehicle I was sitting in. We have this all on video. And then on the Capitol steps yesterday, he was the one that approached me. Even CNN reported that. Yelling, shouting, raising his voice. He has aggressive, his physical mannerisms are aggressive. And he just recently shoved Thomas Massey just outside the House chamber. I think there's a lot of concern about Jamaal Bowman. So, and I am concerned about it. I feel threatened by him. He not only led a mob there, but his boisterous lies. And I'll tell you another thing he said outside there. He was saying, save your party. I kept telling him, no, save the country. It's not about political parties. We shouldn't care about political parties. We should care about the country, because no matter what our political beliefs are, Jamaal Bowman, I don't know what his political beliefs are. I know what mine are, but we both swore an oath to serve the country here in Congress as representatives. So I am very concerned about Jamaal Bowman, and he's someone that people should watch.
First of all, I want to give credit to Brittany Page, my partner in content creation and partner in life, who made this reference earlier, that if you're saying that calling a white person a white supremacist is the same thing as calling someone the N-word, you could take it from a bit from John Mulaney that you know it's not, because you're not even saying one of the words and you are the other.
If you're comparing the badness of two words and you won't even say one of them, that's the worst word.
Not to mention the fact that she is thick as thieves with Nick Fuentes, accepting invites to this little Nazis white nationalist conference, shaking hands and glad-handing and taking photos with him. She is a white supremacist. To tell the truth is not an insult. And again, the big Amy Cooper energy. I don't know if you remember this moment from the woman in Central Park who's calling the cops on a black guy for whatever reason. Remember this few seconds.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
And the talk of the mob in New York City. I guess it's only a mob if it's Democrats. She was also there as a part of a mob of people, a group of people. What's most egregious about this is the hypocrisy. The fact that she's talking about aggression and she feels threatened. The same woman who stalked David Hogg, a school shooting survivor before she was in Congress, on Capitol Hill, stalking him from place to place, demanding answers to her questions. She also, this is back in May of 2021, the Washington Post reported, Representative Greene aggressively confronts Representative Ocasio-Cortez, causing New York Congresswoman to raise security concerns. That was when she was in Congress. Even before then, though, she was stalking the halls outside of the office of AOC, talking through the mail flap, cackling like an idiot about the harassment that she was doing, the actual threats, the aggressiveness, all of these words that she's trying to put on the black congressman apply to her. This Karen asking for the manager. I feel threatened. I'm going to tell him an African-American man is threatening me. Yeah. Remember this moment.
Want to talk to Crazy Ocasio? You come to this little thing and you open it up and you whisper into her.
Session.
This is confession. This is Ocasio confession right there.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm an American citizen. I pay your salary through the taxes that you collect from me through the IRS because I'm a tax-paying citizen of the United States. I'm a woman, I'm a female business owner, and I'm proud to be an American woman. And I do not support your socialist policies, and I do not support your murderous abortion policies. As a mother of 3 children, I'm appalled at New York's law for abortion, and it needs to end and it needs to stop now. You're bringing God's judgment on our country, and I'm against it, as well as my friends. So you need to stop being a baby and stop locking your door and come out and face the American citizens that you serve. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens.
And not only does she do it herself, she amplifies those who do it. Remember the little troll who calls himself a comedian who was accosting AOC on the steps of the Capitol, sexually harassing her and accosting her on the steps? Remember this?
AOC, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina.
I want to do a little selfie.
I love it. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Woo, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale.
Yeah. And Marjorie Taylor Greene immediately had him on her little podcast show or whatever it is to celebrate it. Remember this.
I'm not trying to brag. I got a couple clicks on the internet.
Well,
you know, it's easy because my biological...
Obviously, you're saying things. Hold on. You're saying things that no one agrees with. So, I mean, why would anybody follow you and listen to you?
Only because my father, he hosts the White Power Hour. Tucker Carlson helped me out. So if it wasn't for him and the White Power Hour, then nobody would know who I am. So
the White Power Hour.
Thank you.
On
thank
Fox
you.
News. The Insurrectionist Network.
White Power Hour. I wonder why someone would call you a white supremacist, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, it's a mystery. It's a mystery why they would do that. And then you're signal boosting this person who is guilty of the very thing that you're calling the manager about. Disgusting. But what do we expect any different? Of course not. But do we need to shine a light on this? Yes, because she's vying real hard to be vice president for Donald Trump. She really wants on that ticket, and she's going to do everything in her power to do so. Appealing to the racists, being a racist. It's gross. I'd love to know what you think. We can talk about it in the comments, mix it up there. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Email me, daily@dollemore.com. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. And if you appreciate what I do, you can become a channel member. Click the join button below. You can give a super thanks. You can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. All those are great ways to support. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.